In a manger, in a manger, a newborn does lie. The Lord's Spirit does shine down. It's Christmas. Angels gather, wise men gather, bringing gifts for the babe. A holy king has been born. Hallelujah. Sing on high, spirits fly, to rejoice in the meaning of Christmas. Bells will ring, children sing, hallelujah, hallelujah, our King is born. People gather, shuffle and clatter, as they make their way home, together with family, friends, and eggnog. Delighted children, as their mind spins, dreams of holiday fun, never losing the true meaning of Christmas. Sing on high, spirits fly, to rejoice in the meaning of Christmas. Bells will ring, children sing, hallelujah, hallelujah, our King is born.
Got my bags packed tight, ready for the flight. Camera in hand bright, chasing dawn's first light. New cities every night, feeling so alive. Every step's a sight, with joy I thrive.
Hey, I'm Bill Merrill from Windham, New Hampshire, and you're watching the Astute Tourist Channel.
My name is Lacey, you're Miss Auburn's Outstanding Teen, and you're watching the Astute Tourist Channel.
Hello, my name is Margo. I'm from Weymouth, Massachusetts, and you are watching the Astute Tourist Channel.
My name is Kurt Wilson. I'm from Derry, New Hampshire, and I watch the Astute Tourist Channel.
I'm Sean.
And I'm Barbara, and we're at the New Hampshire Grass Drags today, and you're watching the Astute Tourist Channel.
Good afternoon, I'm Doug. I'm here with the Astute Tourist. Fun to be with, fun to hang out, gonna be a great day.
This is Scott Roby from Jamaica Plain, Massachusetts, and you're watching the Astute Tourist Channel.
I'm Nancy Solomon of Lake Alfred, Florida, and you're watching the Astute Tourist Channel.
Hi everyone, I'm Jen, aka Jen.Cohen. You're watching the Astute Tourist Channel here on YouTube.
Hi guys, this is Mr. Tranquilo, and you are watching the Astute Tourist Channel. Enjoy it.
Hey all, this is Captain Controversy from Scottsdale, Arizona, also host of Thirsty Thursday Trivia, and you are watching the Astute Tourist Channel.
Good morning, everybody. It is Hump Day, December 18th, 2024. My name is Jimmy, your official holiday astute tourist. I hope everybody's doing well. Good morning. And as you can see, we have Cece is in the house. Captain Controversy himself. Scott, good morning. How are you, my brother?
Good morning, Mr. Jimmy. How are you?
Well, I'm hanging in there. Yeah, doing well. Up at 4:30 this morning, a couple of cups of coffee, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready to go. So
you sound like myself.
Yeah, I actually was looking forward to doing Hump Day. And yeah, so here we are, Hump Day. I got stuck because someone's in the green room and I don't want to forget them like I did last time. We'll bring Kenny up. Good morning, the Ford man.
Good morning,
Kenny.
What is happening, Kenneth? How are you today?
Doing very well. I got me a fresh, clean shower, so.
Yay! I like that.
So.
You're ahead of me. I haven't even had a shower yet.
Believe it or not, I have actually been up since 3 a.m.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, I had been asleep. I just woke up at 3 a.m. and
Okay. Well, as long as you're all right, I just want to make sure there's no issues.
Getting older, Kenny, we just wake up in the middle of the night and,
I'd actually went to bed quite early, around, I guess, 7:30 or so last night.
Well, that's why. Yeah, that's why, Kenny. You're starting to do my hours. 7:30, 8 o'clock. Waking up at 3 a.m.
7:30, 8 o'clock. And then I woke up, I think at like 1 something this morning, thinking, it's time to get up. And then.
Not quite.
Yeah. Morning, everybody.
All right, so we're going to play the game again this morning. We want to know if Kenny's drinking fresh coffee. Kenny, don't tell. We want to know if he's drinking fresh or recycled microwave coffee. So you can put your answer in the chat while we do this.
Wake up. Good morning.
Damn. And hot.
Today's gonna be good. Gonna find my way. Sun's up. Chase the clouds away. Today's gonna be good, no matter what they say.
That's right. No matter what they say, today is always a good day. It's a good day to wake up and be alive. Good morning, everybody. Cheers. Best sip of the day. So, good morning. I love your cup.
We got to get Santy, who has the coof, to get you another cup for Christmas.
Yeah.
You see what I did there? You see what I did there?
Hey, how'd you guys like the intro video?
Loved it.
I don't know, because I didn't see it.
I would know because I didn't see it.
At least he's honest. I mean,
he's honest, but that's why we love Kenny.
I don't know. I didn't see it. All right, let's see. Let's go over to the chat really quick. So Scott, you're saying fresh coffee plus 125 micro.
It's a tight line.
Right.
We had fresh coffee on Friday, just to let everybody know.
All right. So Robert's saying fresh. Scott, you're saying microwave. My mother says fresh. Anybody else? Microwave. Carol saying microwave coffee. Okay, Kenny, go ahead and reveal. What are you drinking?
This is recycled microwave coffee.
There you go. So we went from fresh on Monday.
Ready to make a fresh pot after the show.
Well, that's good. So now that's not Monday's coffee, is it?
Yesterday morning's coffee, actually.
It's what? Tuesday morning's coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay. I just want to make sure it wasn't 2 days old, though. Been sitting in the pot for 2 days. Yeah, I'll just microwave that.
No, I made it.
It'll be fine. The
I made
heat'll
it
kill anything.
morning.
My grandma used to do that. Oh man.
I suppose if you put it in the fridge, it would be fine. But all right, let's go over to the chat and say good morning to look who the first one in was. Eddie Lugo, good morning to you, brother. John Gaylor is here. Cheryl is here. Look at I love that picture. She's got the biggest, brightest smile on YouTube.
Yes, she does.
Let's see. Scott is here. Good morning, Scott. It's good to see you.
Hey.
Scott, how was your night?
What did I do last night? Oh, last night was Tuesday. I honestly just cooked some dinner and I relaxed. Honestly, it was one of my days off YouTube. I got off of work early and I had no plans, and that was it. Just to relax, to try to catch up on some R&R.
Hello, Denise.
Denise is here.
Denise.
Well, sometimes it's good just to chill, you know. Yeah.
Yes, and I knew I wanted to get up early for this, so I followed Kenny not too far behind. I think I was in bed by 9 o'clock here on the Mountain State time. So
yeah, not bad. There's my mom is here, and thank you, Mom. She loves the music. Pete's here.
That means it's 6 p.m. here, right?
Morning, Peter. Yep, 6 p.m. Yeah, right now you're 3 hours away, and then in June it'll be 2 hours away. And
correct.
Maybe we'll stop all that.
No. Opposite. Right now it's 2 hours away.
Oh, then it'll be 3. Gotcha.
Okay.
Roger. Feels good to yell this morning. Nightbug kicked me out of Jen's chat yesterday. Yeah, Jen, she's still trying to figure it out, but she's doing a good job with her live. So I wish I could get into more, but Bonnie is here. Good morning, Bonnie. Good to see you.
Do you use Nightbot, Jimmy? No, right?
I'm computer illiterate, man. I can only do so much.
I
tried to use it, and mine was throwing people out, and I was getting frustrated. And I'm like, yeah, I get rid of it.
That's why.
So I may come back. I don't know. Is it useful? Does it really benefit you using Nightbot? Or
I think it's one of those preference things. You know, like you look at Jeremy and Eddie and Cheryl. I mean, they use Nightbot perfectly. Nightbot gives them their metrics of how many people are in the chat, and I mean they're doing it great. So I mean,
they're just smarter than me. That's all.
Yeah, I mean you got to tweak it, but for me, I don't have the patience to tweak it. I'm like, nah.
Yeah,
Nightbot.
Right. I need like a producer or somebody to help me with that kind of stuff. You know,
social media manager, Jimmy.
Right? Yeah, because I'm like you. I got frustrated with the thing. I like more of the creative side of it. So I could build the show and have somebody manage that bullshit metadata stuff and all that. I don't know.
You know who else does it really well too? Kelly from I Bring It Every Day. She has a like Nightbot shoot out little motivational quotes for everybody that comes in, and it seemingly seems like she has like 6 or 7 different ones. So like Nightbot kind of greets you, and she's got it down too where I do caps in hers and I don't get kicked out and things like that. So again, I think it's really just a learning process. But for me, I'm at that like roadblock between Nightbot and the learning process where I'm just like, bye Nightbot, not my friend.
No, yeah, not mine either. So, like I try messing around with other things too. Like I was doing, is it Streamlabs and which is pretty cool. And I like OBS too, but that's a big learning curve to that one. And I try to do a couple streams and with that, and it's hard. I know that Kurt and Marsha, they just went over to Ecamm, which is a Mac based live streaming platform. So, and it looks like they're having a pretty good time with it. It looks good.
It does.
Carol is here. Good morning, Carol. It's good to see you. Jen is here. Good morning, Jen.
Thank you also.
Coming in.
Jen.
What'd you say, Kenny?
I think you also used EV Mux one time, didn't you?
I have. Yeah. That's what Sean uses. It's good. It's sort of comparable to StreamYard, but StreamYard, I have a love-hate relationship with StreamYard.
Same.
Because when I use other platforms, my picture is fine. Like, knock on wood, today we're doing okay.
Yeah.
But for some reason, StreamYard just decides it's going to pick the quality of my transmissions, and it's, I don't know, it's a love-hate relationship with me. So Georgianne Rose is here. Good morning. Thank you for coming in. It's good to see you guys. Don't forget to hit the like button, share us out, and tell all your friends about the stream. I'm just going to get through this quick. So again, I always say this if I miss anyone. And there's Scott McNeil. We got 2 Scotts in the house this morning. All we need is one more, unless I miss someone.
Good morning. And also Peter from It's a Cruise Life asked how he could be on the intro. And I said, Peter, just send a video sideways to the astute tourist at gmail.com.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'll put you right in, bro. Put you all in. We may play the guess the chat member again. Remember when we did that and people sent in pictures of their high school pictures of themselves?
I do.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that again.
We
have some different people in the chat since we've done it last. So who knows? Maybe we'll do that. But
I like it. I'm gonna also send you a few more. I think I might have sent you one, but I'm gonna make another one for your morning show too as well.
Okay. That would be great.
Bring a refresher in 2025 of, I mean, we still want Barbara and we still want Doug and we still want who's the guy who rings the bell? Bill. We still want Bill. We still want, the guy who puts his arm around you and fun to hang out with, fun to be with. Like, we still want all of that, but like, now you can add to the repertoire, and it's just like, hey, you got a fresh one from Scotty, you got a fresh one from maybe Jen, maybe you get one from Eddie, you get one from Kenny and Trouser Cat. And
check your messenger.
What'd you say, Kenny?
Don't say it out loud, but just check your Facebook Messenger.
Me?
Talking about Jim.
Hey, isn't that the picture you sent me of you when you were in high school?
That's me.
Is that you?
That's Short Stack.
Short round.
Short round. Oh my
Short Stack. Short round. Whatever his name is.
That's me. Short Stack. That's me. Short Stack.
Jenny is here. Good morning, Jenny.
Jenny.
It's good to see you.
Jenny.
Hey, Jimmy.
All right. Yeah, brother.
Did you check Facebook Messenger?
No, I'll check it right now, bro.
Okay.
Better than choosing the quality of your emissions, Denise.
Got it, brother. Message received. All right, let's do this. Weather watch now. Portion of the show where we do the weather from all points around the globe, especially where we are and you are. So tell us what the weather is like in your locale in the chat, and we're gonna give you where we're at, and then we'll go over the weather map. Wants to go, Kenny? You want to go first? Where you are in Western North Kakalaki?
It is currently 48 degrees and feels like 48.
48? What the heck?
And it's supposed to be a high of 65 today.
Oh, nice.
With some rain showers, but a low of 38. I believe I could take the rain better than I could that white stuff, that nasty white stuff.
Yeah, let's not mention that. All right, brother. All right. What else? We good there?
And did I say a low of 38 tonight?
Nope, you just did low of 38.
Okay.
It's not
and a high of 52 tomorrow with partly cloudy skies and a low of 38 tomorrow.
There you go. So kind of more of the same tomorrow for you.
Yeah.
All right, Scott, what's going on in Scottsdale?
It is actually colder right now in Scottsdale than it is in North Kakalaki. It is 46 degrees currently, and it is only going to get to the high of 80 today by 4 o'clock in Scottsdale. So, but sunny, no rain, and 46 right now.
That's comfortable.
It's cold.
I could deal with 80 degrees. No, I
Oh,
mean
80.
80. Yeah, the nighttime. Well, you're in the desert, man. So you guys have those extremes, you know. The night times get cold, and then the summer, or not summer, but the daytime you get a little sweaty, and you know, gets pretty hot. So, but that's okay. I mean, that's why we have air conditioner too, right? So, all right, what's going on here in the greater New England area, southern New Hampshire? It's currently 32 whopping degrees. We're going to have a high of 46 today with an 85% chance of rain. They'll be getting snow west of us and north of us. John and Nancy from J&N Travels, they're probably going to get us some snow where they live. But where I'm at, I'm closer to Boston, and we're just going to get rain. All right, let's go over to the weather map and see what's happening around the globe. Points everywhere and points where you are. Kenny had to bow out for a minute. He will be back. All right, can you see
how far are you from Boston by car?
So
Give or take.
without the nasty traffic that Massachusetts has, I can make it to Boston in about an hour driving.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
So I'll show you on the map here. Can you guys, let's see. Can you see my pointer? See that? All right. So where that says Manchester, that's where I live, Manchester, or just about in this general area. And here's Boston right here. So
all right.
I just get on the interstate right here, 93, and it takes about an hour, and then we're in Boston. So I was there on Monday.
Okay.
At Dana-Farber, that's where we went and talked with some of the doctors and that. So yeah, about an hour. So we get all of this. We get the effects of the weather from the ocean because I'm less than an hour to the ocean, believe it or not, from where I live. I would take this over about 45 minutes or so to get to the ocean. So we get all that crazy ocean effect weather too. So, all right, here we are in New England. You can see there's not a whole lot going on here, but there is some nasty weather you can see out there that's headed our way. That'll probably be here sometime by the end of the day. And then into tonight, we'll be getting the rain, and they'll be getting some of that nasty snow. We go down the eastern seaboard. There's some of that weather that just moved out from where Kenny was. And we move further down. Looks like Florida had some weather that was, I don't know if it went across from the Gulf or not, but if you're in Florida, let us know. Did you get some of that nasty weather, or is that just off the East Coast there? But again, it is paradise, and just don't hold your breath because you'll get yourself a sun shower and a lovely day down there. And Scott said he's going to have a somewhat of a nice day today, 80 degrees in Arizona and clear. Same thing in SoCal. We make our way up further north, and there it's that time of year for these guys. You know, Seattle and that, they're getting the rain, and the higher elevations will be getting the snow. And I don't know, good for them, I guess, or maybe they wouldn't be living there if they didn't like it. Although I live in New England, and I'm done with the weather here, as you know. All right, we get into where Sean and where our friends Jonesy and Joe Hump are, and everything looks good there. It's been hot there in the middle of their summertime, not even the middle, right in the beginning of summer for them. So they've been having in the 90s 100-degree days too, as well. So, and then we make our way last but not least, we'll go over into Romania, and that's looking pretty decent there for Goldie wherever she is, and I hope she's doing well. All right, and that is about it. So there you go. That's what's happening around the world. Not a lot really to talk about. Yeah, we'll
Weather
take
watch now.
Weather watch now. So I hope you guys are having a good day where you're at. And, it's wintertime, so the weather's crazy. It really is. We, before or in the past, you may have heard me talk about grounding. Scott, do you recall me talking about grounding? Are you familiar with grounding?
I am.
Yeah, grounding is something that I certainly buy into. It makes a lot of sense to me considering Harriet is here. Hi, Harriet.
Harriet.
And Kenny's back too. It's something that I definitely buy into, and I think it works. When the good weather's here, I go outside and I try to walk barefooted in the grass. And when I work in the garden, I wear shorts so that I can get my knees and my legs down into the dirt, hands and knees and that, because you're basically absorbing the energy and grounding yourself with the planet. When we wear shoes and things that are between us and the earth, you can't get the benefits of the grounding effect from the planet. And I believe it has healing properties, psychological properties. So the reason I bring this up is I bought a grounding sheet that goes on the bed.
Yep.
Have you heard of those? Kenny, have you heard of you? Kenny, are you familiar with grounding? I mean, I just explained it, but so that's what grounding is. So does anybody in the chat, do you guys do grounding? Do you have a grounding sheet? I honestly think that I'm getting a better night's sleep from
you're already using it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Colleen and I have been using it for probably about a week now.
And is this one that plugs in or how?
Yep. So let me have a sip and I'll explain.
Good morning, all Jones. Good morning, Harriet on the Facebook side.
Good morning.
So what it is, it's a fitted cotton sheet. It's 90% organic cotton.
Yep.
And woven inside. So when they weave it, it's like mesh, right? Or like a grid pattern, north, south, east, and west. When they make these textiles, well, they incorporate a 10% silver thread mesh in it. So you're laying on this silver grid. There's a wire that comes with it, and one end plugs onto the sheet, onto the corner of it, and the other end plugs into the grounding part of the outlet on the wall. The one I bought comes with a tester, continuity tester, and to make sure that you don't have any open grounds or anything. And we were good. So there's no electricity in it at all. There is. I mean, it's the frequency of the earth.
Frequencies, right.
But you're not getting 120 volts like your lamp does. No. So it plugs into the bottom part, that one little grounding hole.
Yes. Yep.
And yeah, so that's what it is. And
very nice.
Honestly, I'm just curious to see if anybody in the chat knows about that. Have they tried it? Law's here. Good morning, Law. Law's saying grounding sheet, not barefoot.
That's your easiest way to do it. Like Jimmy said, just going outside. And I know it's cold out for a lot of people too, but this is an activity, or this is something that you can practice all year round. It's as easy as taking your shoes and socks off and going out into a grassy area around where you live, not where you don't know and where there may be dog poop and ticks and things like that. I'm just talking about your front lawn, right? Just go outside in a grassy, familiar area and put those 10 toes, right? These are fingers, but put those 10 toes in the grass. And again, like Jimmy said, that frequency of the grounding of you absorbing the energy from the ground and the earth, really does something good for a body. And I think with us just being so busy in life and coming home from work and making dinner and going straight to bed, we hardly as humans really ground anymore. It's when you go to the beach and you take your shoes off okay, I mean, that counts. It does. But I mean, is that the only time that we ground now? When we're on vacation and we take our shoes off to go in the waters in Grenada? Like, What about
I
you
had
going out in Scottsdale and putting your toes in the Scottsdale?
right.
You know?
I had a person that was when I was first learning about grounding, they put it this way. They said, "Have you ever had a grumpy bad day when you've been to the beach?"
Nope.
And everyone I asked that question, bye Kenny. Everyone I have asked that question over the last couple of years, the answer is no every time.
No.
Think about it. Now, when we go on our cruises and you go to the beach, now granted you're on vacation, so you're having a good time. But even on a ship, you may get grumpy and pissed off, a couple drinks and you're with your significant other. And me, I put my foot in my mouth all the time. Next thing I know, Colleen's running to the cabin and I'm sitting at the Alchemy bar all alone. Never happens outside on the beach, ever, never, ever. So that's one of the things that made me really want to look into grounding.
Yep.
And I really think it works. Let's see. Jen says, I haven't tried grounding, but I've read a couple of articles. Seems to make sense. Here's the thing. Before I bought the sheet, it doesn't cost you anything to get grounded. I mean, if you're right now, like again, in the northern part of the country where we're having cold weather, it's kind of hard to get out there in your bare feet, but I do it spring, summer, fall. I get outside and I walk around in my bare feet. Spend like 30 minutes out there at least. I'm telling you, it works.
It really
When you
does.
hear me talk about PMA and passing on positive energy by hugging and that's all connected to that.
Yep. And that's why a lot of these times, like you see like outdoor yoga classes and things like that, where they're doing them in parks or a grass field, like there's a reason for that. Because the instructor knows that you're going to be taking your shoes off and you guys are going to be doing the yoga and the downward dog and your feet are going to be touching the grass, and that brings a whole element to the relaxation and the energy of yoga, right? I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, yoga, it's just, you're just sitting there going like, but there is a lot of therapeutic qualities in yoga, and there's a reason why they have them in grass fields and you're going to have your shoes off. It's the grounding that they don't tell you about, that, it's not all about what yoga embodies, but that's a little part of it, right? When you're outside and you're doing outside yoga.
Grounding is the start of getting yourself balanced and in tune. Correct. I used to, 30 years ago, to hear Jimmy, the now Jimmy talking, the old Jimmy hearing the now Jimmy talking about this would think he was crazy, honestly. And that's why I've learned about PMA and using the power of your mind. And I've explained it for us, before, for all of us Star Wars geeks. It's the Force, man. It is. It's what it is. We're supposed to be in tune and in balance with the planet.
Correct.
And there's negative frequency. There's negative frequency that's created just by getting angry and being mean and those people. So you have to balance and ground yourself. And I honestly believe that it works. I really do. So there you go. That's my good soapbox. That's right. Use the Force, Luke.
Use the Force.
So that was the whole thing with the grounding sheets. And I honestly think they're working. And Colleen suffers from lupus. She'll wake up in the morning because if anybody knows about lupus, it attacks organs and joints.
It does.
So her fingers and hands, she'll be sleeping at night like clenched up, and then her hands are killing her. She hasn't been doing that since we got the sheets.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a real thing. So yeah, there you go. So anyway, grounding sheets. So
I was always,
That's
I've gotten a few ads on, and now. Obviously, now that we're talking about it, that's all I'm going to get today. But I have
right.
gotten a few of them in the past, and multiple different companies. But I kind of wondered if they worked, because I always knew about grounding, and I've done grounding with my bare feet and things like that. Again, worked for a fitness influencer out of Scottsdale, so that's how I know all about the health and the energies and all that other things that we used to do. We used to practice grounding too, so. I just kind of wondered if those sheets really worked or if they were kind of just like a gimmick. So I'm kind of glad to hear that they are working. That's really
I don't
cool.
know if it's a psychosomatic kind of a response yet, but I don't know. It seems like it's working. So
Keep us in the know. I like it.
All right, so enough on that. Let's do this. This Week in History. This Week in History is brought to you by that's right, the Astute Tourist Guide to Conquering New Hampshire. You can get it now at Amazon Books. It's only available on ebooks, but you can get it on any of the your Android or your ISO platforms, your Kindles and your iPads and that. So it's only $4.99. Makes a great as stocking stuffer. So and get yours today. It's only 8 days until Christmas. So grab your book today and give the gift of travel. All right, on this day,
Jimmy.
What's up, brother?
I just popped it in the chat. Get
Awesome.
Jimmy's book here.
You had a man. Thank you, sir.
Now.
All right. On this day, Wednesday, December 18th, on this date in 1737, famed Italian violin maker Antonio Stradivari. He died in Cremona. Forgive me. In 1787, New Jersey became the third state admitted to the United States when it ratified the U.S. Constitution. In 1886, American baseball player Ty Cobb, an excellent hitter and base runner, was born in Narrows, Georgia. Happy birthday to him, Ty Cobb. In 1892, Piotr Jeremy, good luck with this one. All right, I'm going to try it. Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky's ballet The Nutcracker was first presented at the Mariinsky Theater in St. Petersburg. All right, I don't know if that was right or not, but throw them bananas out there. All right, in 1912, the discovery of fossil remains of Piltdown Man, an extinct human species, was announced at a meeting of Geological Society of London, but the remains were later proved to be a fraud. A fraud, I say. In 1913, Willy Brandt, leader of the Social Democratic Party of Germany from 1964 to 1987, Chancellor of the Federal Republic of Germany, which was West Germany at the time, from 69 to 74, and the recipient of the Nobel Prize for Peace in 71 was born. Happy birthday to him. In 1917, German General Erich Ludendorff ordered the consolidation of the country's leading motion picture studios to the UFE. And there's some more bananas. The Universum Filmaktiengesellschaft. Where's Darian when I need him?
My Gesellschaft?
My Gesellschaft. Hands off my Gesellschaft. Yikes. Where is Darian when we need him? In 1943, British guitarist Keith Richards of the rock band The Rolling Stones was born. Happy birthday to him. He's 347 years old today. No, I don't know. He looks like he is anyway. 1946, American film director Steven Spielberg enjoyed great critical and commercial success with such movies as Jaws, E.T. the Extraterrestrial, Schindler's List, and Saving Private Private Ryan was born. So happy birthday to him. In 1963, American heartthrob, American actor Brad Pitt, known for his portrayal of unconventional characters, was born. So happy birthday to Brad Pitt. And I'm sure some of the ladies are like, oh, wowzer, Brad Pitt. In 1966, I remember the first movie I saw him in was A River Runs Through It. I just love that movie, if anyone's seen that. So Brad Pitt. In 1966, the TV special How the Grinch Stole Christmas, an adaptation of Dr. Seuss's classic children's book, aired for the first time and became a holiday staple. Is that one of your favorites, Scott?
Which one?
The Grinch That Stole Christmas?
Oh, yes. Yes, I love The Grinch.
I mean, it is a holiday favorite. In 1997, Kim Dae-jung, an elected president of South Korea, the first opposition leader in the country's history to win the position. There you go. In 2011, Czech playwright, poet, and political dissident Václav Havel, who served as president of Czechoslovakia in the Czech Republic and had a prominent participant in the liberal reforms of 1968, died in Hradec, Czech Republic. And the featured one more event for this day. 2019, President Donald Trump became the third U.S. president to be impeached by the House of Representatives, which charged him with abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. And then the featured event for today, in 1865, slavery was abolished in the United States on this day in 1865. The proclamation of the U.S. Secretary of State, the 13th Amendment of the Constitution, outlawing slavery, officially entered into force, having been ratified by the requisite state on December 6th. And that is what has happened on this day. This Week in History. Boy, a lot happened on this day. History. Right on. Hey, I like that. I thought it was an Etch a Sketch at first. I like your board. I like it. Is that for Match Game? I love that.
I actually got it from the gift exchange on my last cruise. It was in one of the gifts, and I was like, "What is this? Is this an iPad?" And I didn't honestly know what it was. Uh-oh, now I lost the pen. Hold on. But now I do use it for Match Game if I ever have to write anything. But it's kind of cool because you just kind of write whatever you want, right? You can doodle and write, and it kind of comes out, and then you just press this little button over here, boop,
and it's gone.
It disappears.
That's awesome. I love that. I think Robert Redford, didn't he direct that?
I think so.
River Runs Through It. Yeah, and that was the thing because when Brad Pitt was younger, especially in that movie, he kind of resembled a young Robert Redford. So va boom, ladies. Look who is here. Good morning to you. Terry is here. I haven't seen you in so long.
Hello, Terry.
Merry Christmas to you. Light and love to.
Nice to meet you.
I hope all is well with you, my friend. And it's good to see you, Denise. Brad Prick. He could be a prick. Who knows? He is a handsome man, even as a heterosexual male. I am comfortable in saying he's a good-looking dude. Terry says good morning to you, Scott. And all right, where are we in the show? Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I don't really have a bumper for it. I got rid of most of the bumpers for like Thirsty Thursday since I haven't been doing them. So, but I wanted to do a little trivia. Bring back.
Now you're just putting hard.
What is going on? I want to bring back. Have I been drinking?
Space Coast, Coast to Coast. Remember Brack? From Space
right, Brack.
Wow. Wow. Did I just age myself?
Right. I love that. That was like coming home late after drinking. That was on.
Yes. All the
Yeah.
20 somethings keep on scrolling because you don't know
Yeah,
what Space Coast
you have
looks
no
like.
idea what we're talking about. But
Yes.
I wanted to play a trivia game. So if you guys yes, Brack, right? Denise knows.
That show was wild. It really was. It was that show could not be on now. It could not. You could not air that show in
No.
2024.
It's like a lot of shows. Denise, look at she goes, oh, he's handsome. He could put his hands somewhere. Wow. Those nether regions, perhaps. Oh, Terry says can't get my words out either. It's good to see. Yeah, it's good to see you too, my friend. I hope all is well. It was Adult Swim, right? That was Adult Swim. There's no way we could show you. It's like All in the Family. Can you imagine doing like All in the Family or the Jeffersons or Sanford and Son? Nobody's got a sense of humor anymore. That's the
TV was
problem,
good.
right? What year were you born, bro?
88.
88. So you must have seen some of those on repeat.
Oh yeah.
Like Sanford and Son and all that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Spent my
yeah,
late teen years watching Nick at Night. You know, obviously I knew they were all reruns, but I mean classic TV. I mean, my parents were like, "This is what I grew up with," you know, and I would watch it, and I'm like, "This shit is hilarious." I mean, this is hilarious.
and it's stuff like that you moving on up to the east side. That's right. You couldn't show that stuff today because so many people would be freaking butthurt.
Oh God, no.
That's when comedy was comedy. When we could make fun of ourselves, no matter what color or creed you were.
Correct.
Anything, you know. Hey, there's Kenny.
Kenny, he's back.
Kenny is here. Kenny is back. Hey, for those of you that are new to the show, have you seen Kenny with his trouser cat? There's trouser cat hanging out with Kenny in the apartment.
He is smiling. Trouser cat is smiling, by the way. Just like that is a smile.
Yeah, that is a trouser cat. That is a trouser cat smile. Definitely for sure.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah. Kenny, you'll have to send me some more pictures of you and trouser cat so we can.
I don't know if I'll be able to find him or not.
I'll look through the archives.
Yeah.
Great answer.
All right, so what do you think? Want to do a little trivia, you guys?
Sure, why not?
Everyone in the chat. I don't have a notable this morning or a dead or alive, so I dug into the archive. Scott, I think this is one that you actually made way back when we were starting maybe Thursday trivia or something. So, but let's do this. Okay, you guys ready? And Kenny will give out the virtual prizes, just like notable. If you get the right answer,
woohoo!
He'll be giving out the virtual cash and prizes for all of you. So let's get ready to do this. It's 1970s movie trivia. Do you remember this one, Scott?
I think I do, yeah.
All right, well, here we go. Let's get ready to play America's second favorite game show, 1970s movie trivia. All right, question one. Which wars were there in 1977? Remember, we're doing movie trivia.
Oh,
which
yeah, I do remember
wars?
this one. I do it. Yeah.
And he's gone again. He'll be back.
This
Which
was a long
wars
time
were
ago,
there in
dude.
1977?
This was probably like one of our first. No, maybe not one of our first, but this was.
It was an early one.
Oh yeah, it really was.
Yeah.
Wow, he went into the archives. Way
Right.
back
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Yep. All right. So Denise is saying Star Wars. Let me get this going here. Eddie is saying Star Wars. Denise is saying Star Wars. Jen says stars. Harriet says we do. Jen A says Star Wars. Eddie Lugo and New Hope. You don't have to be that specific, sir. But
I knew he would. I knew he would be.
Right. Well, that's why I said for the Star Wars geeks out there too, talking about the Force. You know what I'm talking about? You guys know what I'm talking about because I'm a Star Wars geek too. I used to be. I gave up on the franchise now. Just too damn woke for me. Can't do it. Cannot do it. All right, let's jump over and see what the answer is. It is indeed Star Wars. So if you said Star Wars, 100% correct. How many points for them? I almost said
100,000 points.
100,000 points. Congratulations if you picked Star Wars. Let's run over the Middle East, right, Robert? Yeah, that's probably a truism, but that's why I said, remember, it's movie trivia. All right, let's move over to the next question. Scott, you want to read that one?
Yeah, which 1972 film with Marlon Brando was about the mafia? Goodfellas, Soprano, The Godfather, or Scarface?
Scarface.
Scarface.
Say hello to my little friend.
Say hello to my little friend. Marlon Brando. Which movie was about the mafia? Goodfellas, Sopranos, The Godfather, or Scarface?
Remember the movie he was in? He was all fat and bald. He was like the crazy general.
Oh,
what was that movie, you guys? I can't. That's part of the problem. Is my memory is affected by my illness. So,
what was the?
I love the smell of napalm in the morning. It smells like victory. That Robert Duvall. What's the movie? Well, we're doing. You guys are picking this, but Scott and I are trying to figure out. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know exactly the movie you're talking about. I can't.
He's in there. And he's like,
oh.
All right. Let's see what the answer is to our trivia question. Was it A, Goodfellas, B, Sopranos, C, The Godfather, or D, Scarface? What is it? Godfather. How many points for The Godfather, Scott?
Apocalypse Now.
There you go. Apocalypse Now. Thanks, buddy.
God, it's gonna kill me.
Right. And Robert got it too. Thanks, buddy. Thank you. We're old. What can we say? All right, you got it right. How many points for Godfather?
150,000 points.
150,000 points, keeping in tune with the original prize master, Kenneth. All right, let's get ready to do the next question. Let's do this question.
It's
Question
like
number 3.
right here with us.
What was Herbie?
Herbie.
Quarterback
for the Los Angeles Chargers?
Herbie.
Justin Herbert? Who is Justin Herbert? Does that work? Is this
Herbie? You mean the incredible trumpeter Herb Albert?
Herb Albert.
And the Tijuana Brass?
Tijuana.
What was Herbie? All right, let's see. I was thinking Clockwork Orange. Yeah, that's another good one. That's a kooky one. The Beetle, a car. Thanks, Jenny. I'm not old. Thank you so much. Robert says love bug. Scott says a dentist. That's right. Scott, you're right. I want to be a dentist. Anybody know what movie?
Nope.
What movie is that from? What about the Island of Misfit Toys? What movie? Who wants a train with square wheels?
Toy Story?
No.
No.
The car, he went bananas, Volkswagen Beetle, Love Bug, VW Bug. Herbie was a Volkswagen. Good morning, Billy.
Hey, Captain Billy side by side.
There you go, Rudolph. That's right. Rudolph, Little Shop of Horrors, says Jen.
Rudolph.
No, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Wasn't Herbie the little elf that took off with him, right? And he's like, I want to be a dentist. Wasn't that his name?
Yeah. I forgot that. I haven't seen Rudolph in a while.
What was who's the other guy, the prospector, Cornelius there? Kenneth Bird is here. Good morning, Kenneth.
Cornelius
coming in. Yeah, we're all right. We got to reveal what Herbie was. Herbie was a VW Beetle. VW Beetle. You were 100% correct. How many points for VW Beetle? How many points, Scott?
200,000 points.
100,000 points. Right on. Yukon Cornelius. Thank you, Denise. He's He's one of my favorite characters from Rudolph. All right, here we go. Let's get ready to do the next one. Question 9, or I'm sorry, 4, Scott. Go ahead.
Which film told of a mobile hospital in the Korea? Did you plan me to get this one?
No, actually.
Which
Nope.
film told of a mobile hospital in the Korean War?
Fate picked that one, my friend. The fickle, what do they call it? The fickle hand of fate or something. All right, they're already chiming in. Billy says mash. Jen says mash. Robert
Potatoes?
says mash.
Potatoes.
Wallace says mashed potatoes. Joan says mashed potatoes. Sharon, good morning, Sharon.
Hello.
Good to see you. Sharon says mash. Fickle finger of fate. Thank you. Denise, you are my savior today. I can't remember shit.
She's on it.
CRS disease. Can't remember stuff.
Loved hot lips.
Right? The movie, there you go, CRS. All right, let's get ready to reveal which movie was it. It was
MASH.
It was MASH, one of the greatest movies ever, and television shows. But it started as a movie, and I can remember the first time I saw that movie. It had to come out 71, 72. My father took us all to the drive-in. That's where I saw that movie anyway. So there you go. And I was young. I didn't really understand the jokes and the adult humor kind of stuff. But everybody loves the drive-in. All right, let's move on to the next question. Who starred with Paul Newman in The Sting? We mentioned him earlier. Who starred with Paul Newman in The Sting? Denise used to play it on the flute. I'm assuming you mean the theme to MASH, right? One time in band camp. Sorry, I had to. Redford. Law says Robert Redford. Robert says Robert Redford. The Sting was good. Wasn't that the they look at each other and you ever see right, Scott? Isn't that what they do? It was in so it was Paul Newman. It was the guy we're asking you about. Robert Shaw played the he was the bad guy.
Yes.
Robert Shaw, if you remember him, he was Captain Quint in Jaws. For those that don't know Robert Shaw. That's not a scar. You want to see a scar?
You want to see a scar?
Oh, when they're on the boat and they're all drunk and he's talking about the USS Indianapolis and the tiger sharks chewing on them guys and horrible. Good movie though. All right, Robert Redford. Jenny saying Robert Redford, Paul Newman. All right.
Denise told, I mean, not Denise. Sharon said she put her pecans in the freezer. So I said frozen nuts.
Oh, okay. I'm not going there. Let's say it was Robert Redford. Look, there's even a little picture of him in there. He's so handsome. If you said Robert Redford, you're 100% correct. How many points for Robert Redford?
250,000 points.
150,000 points. Frozen nuts. All right, let's get ready to do the next question. Go ahead, Scott.
Which 1970s film about a giant ape was a remake of a 1933 movie?
Ooh. A giant ape.
Giant ape. Which 1970 film about a giant ape was a remake of 1933?
Denise says Godzilla. It was not Godzilla. I'll tell you that right now. Robert says King Kong. She caught herself. Wait a minute. I meant King Kong. You beat me to it, Dee Dee. Scott says Kong. Jenny says King Kong. Anyone else want to chime in? Didn't they make isn't there a third? Well, there's probably a third and a fourth, but wasn't Jack Black in one? Am I wrong?
Was he?
Didn't they make a newer one like within the last 10 years? Mighty Joe Young, Pete. There you go. That's a good answer, buddy. Not a lot of people are familiar with that. With that movie. I think it was a series of movies, right? Back in like the 40s or the 50s, somewhere in there. Egg Kong. All right, let's get ready to reveal the answer. It is, in fact, King Kong. You guys are right, bro.
King Kong.
I need Kermit.
No little picture of King Kong. I guess I didn't put a picture of King Kong there.
It's all right. How many points for King Kong?
300,000 points.
Ooh, 300,000 points. All right, here we go. Here's the next question. In which film did John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John sing, "You're the one that I want, oh, 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 honey, the one that I want"? What movie was that they sang that song in? I expect everybody to get this one. Jimmy's giddy this morning. Yeah, I got up early. This guy's just giving away your budget. Yeah, he is. That's all right. Kenny, the last one, we were up to like 700. We're almost up to a million points. So, all right. Scott says Greece. Robert says Greece. Eddie says Greece. Harriet says Greece. Eddie says Greece. Anybody else want to chime in? Greece, Greece, Greece. All right. Scott says Greece. All right, let's see. It was, in fact, Greece. Good job. We cannot stump you guys this morning.
Actually, Jimmy, I said geese.
You said geese? Oh, sorry. No points for you. Yeah, geese.
350,000 points.
350,000 points. Congratulations on that if you get that. All right, let's go. We got, I think we got a couple more. Here we go, Scott. This one's yours.
Number 8, which disaster movie was about a fire in the world's tallest building?
Oh,
Which
I remember
disaster
that.
movie was about a fire in the world's tallest building?
So the 1970s was a weird time for movies because it was all these disaster movies. There was earthquakes and plane crashes and boats tipping over.
Mother effing play. Oh no, that's not. Sorry.
But yeah, it was that was craziness in the 70s. Everything was a disaster. Let's see. Inferno says Law. Towering Inferno says Robert. Eddie says Earthquake. There was a bunch there, and if you went to Universal Studios, they had, you do the backstage tour thing or whatever which is really not backstage, but just a tourist thing. They involve all that, the earthquakes and the fires, and it's craziness. Copying Scott because Scott is never wrong.
Wrong.
All right, let's get ready to reveal. It is, in fact, Towering Inferno. Hey, you put a picture in there, too. That's good.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, who's that?
Looks
That's,
like a UFC fight night poster. But...
Steve McQueen and Paul Newman, it looks like. All right, let's go. Let's do the next one. Where was Eddie Murphy a cop in the film series?
Ooh.
Where was he a cop in the film series? So we're not looking for the movie name, right? We want to know where he was a cop, which I guess is in the movie name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Denise says Beverly Hills. Scott says LA. Anyone else? That's kind of there's two answers to that question.
Yeah, I guess so.
But the obvious one, I think. So
Oh,
Robert,
look at that. There we
Robert,
go.
right? So I just said that, and Robert comes in with both. All right,
Right
there you
on the
go.
money, Robert.
Right
Nice.
on the money. So there you go. He was a cop in Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills Cop, right? Was the movie. But he was from Detroit going to LA to try to get some criminal that he's been chasing or whatever across the world. How many points for you said Detroit or Beverly Hills or LA? You are a winner. How many points for
400,000 points.
400,000. Wow. Denise says she has a picture of her with a Beverly Hills cop, an actual cop, I'm assuming. All right, let's get ready to do the last one. This one's for you, Scott.
What kind of close encounters were there in 1977?
You know, that's another one that I saw when it came out. So right in that time, that's when Star Wars came out. That's when this movie came out. I think like Battlestar Galactica came out on TV. There was all these like spacey kind of things, spacey shows, space movies, and Eddie says The Third Kind. So does Scott. So does Denise. E.T. was another one. That's right. The third kind of the sausage kind. I like that. Pigs in a blanket. Close Encounters of the Sausage Kind. In theaters now. Now. Morning, Kurt and Marcia. Good to see you guys. Thank you for coming in. Piggly Wiggly. All right, let's reveal the answer. The answer is the third kind. Awesome job. If you said third kind, you're a winner. How many points?
500,000 points.
500,000 points for you. All right, there you go. Thanks for playing. That was our trivia game.
Logo.
That is the old logo.
Old logo.
I
think actually, Jimmy, now that I'm seeing that last slide, I
made that one.
Definitely made
that. I figured that out too at the end there. But good morning to See Me Traveling. Thank you guys for coming in. Eddie's going to be up here any second. Well, no, it's only 7:05. So, but
Eddie was up early. If you weren't going on, believe me, I'm telling you, he was probably going to go on early. So,
look, if I'm not up, if something happens or I don't come up at 6 a.m. on typical days, Eddie, man, have at it.
Hey, sometimes Eddie's up and perky and up at 3 a.m. and,
right? Driving Alice crazy, waking her up, making coffee, having breakfast.
First one in the chat today, was he not?
He was. That's what I said. I told him, I go, you're up early today. What the heck's going on? He goes, yeah, get up at 4.
Watch out. You Baluto. Eddie.
You better watch it. You better watch it, man. So, what do you got coming up, Scotty?
Okay. What day is today? Oh, Hump Day. Today is Wednesday.
Day.
I never know what day it is. Today is Wednesday. So I had talked to Bill, Warm Strong Adventures. He is on a cruise. We are going to take our holiday break this week, I believe. So we will not have a Cruise Talk live, but we are in the talks of doing a morning show at maybe after the Go Live Together, if they're doing Go Live Together on Christmas. And we're going to do like a little Christmas talk live, maybe we're talking about it. Otherwise, we may take a 2-week break off, but I think we might do a Christmas show. But this week, due to where Bill is and him having to try to run back from Catalina Island, we are just not going to have a show today. Tomorrow will be the match game, and we do have a very special guest coming into the match game. I blew the budget, and Santa's coming to the match game tomorrow.
Come on.
Yeah, Santa and a little helper too as well. So we'll have the regular cast of Chris and Liz, Carnival Cruise Addicts, Cruise Life TV, and Santa and a helper, or maybe Mrs. Claus if she's free from doing what she does. We'll see. And then on Friday, I will be.
What's she doing? What does she does?
I I don't know. I don't know.
She hanging out with the elves?
I think so. I think so. But she'll be hanging out with us. They'll be hanging out with us on this in the Sea Wave Lounge on Thursday for match game, and then Friday I will be doing trivia with I believe Eddie Lugo will be with me on trivia for Friday. Yeah, doing a little Friday trivia.
So we're switching days. Match game tomorrow and then trivia Friday.
Just these last 2 weeks due to some co-hosts traveling, and I know everybody really loves the Thursday and Friday gigs, so we didn't want to cancel them, and we just flopped them a little bit.
Right. Law says, Santa! I know him.
Yes,
I know him. I do know him. I've known him my whole life. Yeah, they are. They're the best.
My homies.
Chris and Liz, they're definitely part of the family for sure. So what do I get coming up?
What do you got coming up, Jimmy?
You know, my life is like Groundhog Day these days. The most excitement I get are my trips to the doctor. Woohoo! That's not true. I'm still writing my book. The new book, my second book, will be out sometime. Who knows? It's going to be a little bit more involved than the one that I have now. The ones, it's a short one. Good morning, Will G. It's good to see you, my friend. Thank you for popping in. Good to see you. Always good to see you. Yeah, so this one will probably be upwards of 400 pages. The other one's 44. So it's going to be 10 times the size of the ebook, but this one will be in print when it's done. So you'll be able to actually go and have the physical book. I'm not going to reveal the title yet. I want it to be a surprise, but I think all of you guys in the chat, most of you are going to like it. And I think you're probably all going to buy it because I think it's something you're going to want to have with you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But for now, you can go over to Amazon Books and get my ebook. The really quick, of course, it's all shameless plugs, of course, because that's what we do here. You can go over to Amazon Books and just in time for Christmas, Stu Torres Guide to Conquering New Hampshire, my first book. I am an accomplished author now, so I'm conquering all the media. But you can go over there. It's only $4.99. You can get it, and you can get it on your Kindle, your iPad, your iPhones, your Amazon phones, or Android phones rather, and all of that. And then, like I said, it's only $4.99. You can get it just in time for Christmas. So if you guys ever thought of coming to New England, this is something you're going to want to have, because New Hampshire, out of I think it's the best state out of all the New England states. Maybe I'm just a little biased because I live here, but there's so much to do in this state you can't do in the other New England states. So just saying. So there you go. That's my shameless plug. We should be up Friday morning for Free for All Friday, back again at 6 a.m. So I think that's going to do it for us. What we're going to do is when we go out, we're going to end it with my video. Again, if you guys didn't see the beginning, I wrote a Christmas song. I'm actually very proud of it. I think it came out awesome. And
it really did, Jimmy.
Thank you, Scott. And then I produced a video with it. So we'll go out with that than our usual outro. But don't forget PMA, Positive Mental Attitude. PMA will save your day. When I tell you I'm living proof that PMA works, just believe me, I really am. PMA have saved my life. So, and that goes along with everything that we talked about, grounding and all of that, the force and that. So it really does work. So try to employ that every day and be positive and pass it on. Make a difference in somebody's day as well. All you have to do is make eye contact with somebody and smile. That is it. You can go a little further, shake a hand, tell them they look nice, or hope you have a great day, help them carry some groceries to their car, that kind of thing. Make a difference in somebody's day. It's a good thing. If you do that just for one person, you've made somebody's life better for the day. So do that, okay? Don't forget to thank and say thank you to a first responder, our folks on the police department, men and ladies of the fire department, EMS and healthcare workers, and of course our nurses. We never forget our nurses.
Our
We love our
nurses.
nurses. They make doctors look good, and honestly, they're doing a lot of the work. The doctors.
Denise!
Look, we can't go without the doctors, but without our nurses, good Lord, where would we be? So Denise and the rest of you nurses out there, I thank you. Love you guys.
Hi.
And then don't forget our veterans, past, present, and future. They're out there every day on that proverbial wall, keeping us safe, keeping us out of harm's way, and you barely know they're there. But they don't ask for thanks or anything, especially this time of year. Some of them can't be home for the holidays with their families. So keep them in your thoughts and prayers. I thank every veteran when I can, and I see them. I also want to salute my flag because they're protecting that as well. The good old red, white, and blue old glory. I love my flag. I love my country. God bless America. God bless Scott. And God bless all of you guys in the chat. I love you guys. And we appreciate you. And Scott and I say it all the time. What do we say about them?
Best audience in the business.
Exactly. You guys are, because without you, it would be a kind of a lonely live stream. Me and Scott would just be here talking and not being able to interact with any of you. So we love you guys. So.
That's right. And now imagine this too, being unconscious in the hospital and all of a sudden just waking up and then seeing Denise.
Right.
Like, am I in heaven? Where?
Right.
Hello? Where? Are you my nurse? Are you God? Hello?
You know, I've never doubted the fact that nurses are awesome and they're the best. Most of them are. Nurse Ratchet, she wasn't so nice.
Nurse Ratchet, Jimmy.
But most of them are great, and without them, it would be a nasty place. And I've lately I've come to have a greater love and affection for our nurses today. We just Nurse Ratchet. There you go. Not you, sweetie. I didn't call you that. I would never call you that. Never, ever. You can't imagine you being Nurse Ratchet. That's just not your nature. Well, she is a female after all. So just saying. Not picking, just saying. But I think I'm digging the hole, so I better quit before while I'm ahead here. Scott, what do we say?
Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, we'll do it all over again Friday morning.
That's right, we will. I want to wish everybody peace and love. My name's Jimmy. You're Astute Tourist, and he is
Scott from Controversial Cruising.
Love you guys. We'll see you Friday morning. Merry Christmas.
In a manger, a newborn does lie. The Lord's Spirit does shine down. It's Christmas. Angels gather, wise men gather, bringing gifts for the babe. A holy king has been born. Hallelujah. Sing on high, spirits fly, to rejoice in the meaning of Christmas. Bells will ring, children sing, hallelujah, hallelujah, our King is born. People gather, shuffle and clatter, as they make their way home, together with family, friends, and eggnog. Delighted children, as their mind spins, dreams of holiday fun. never losing the true meaning of Christmas. Sing on high, spirits fly, to rejoice in the meaning of Christmas. Bells will ring, children sing, hallelujah, hallelujah, our King.